Roll for Loot, Episode 4, The Poisoner's Kit. That's right, my friends. I'm going to be making 15 unique vials for fake poison, as well as a kit or a case for carrying it in. My players are going to find it while questing this week, and it will be the key to solving the mystery at the heart of their latest adventure. If you know me, you know that I love to go thrift shopping. I always find something that inspires me to make, do, or build something else. And one of my favorite thrift stores is Goodwill. But not just any Goodwill, I'm talking about the Goodwill warehouse. This is where all of the unsold treasures from all the Goodwill stores across the nation are collected and sold by the pound. In this episode, I'll take trash jewelry and make a really cool, table-ready prop for my D&D campaign that my players will treasure. But before we get into all that, let's pause for some station identification. Welcome to the Real Killer DM channel, a channel dedicated to the pursuit of fun through tabletop gaming. First things first, I collected up a lot of interesting looking beads to be glued together to make the poison vials for the kit. So I clipped apart some jewelry pieces and harvested some of the pretty cool groovy looking beads. I also collected up some small vials that I had laying about. These would be the guts of the project. For the carrying case, well, I had Wendy's for lunch and my cheese fries came in this nifty plastic tub. It was nice and deep and it would be perfect for this project. So I grabbed some styrofoam pieces I had laying about and I cut a few pieces to be used as the insert for the vials to sit in inside of the case. I made sure to round off the corners and then cut a few more smaller pieces to fill in the remaining gaps, and then I rounded those off as well. I was trying to get a nice tight fit with as much area to work with as I could get. That way, when I got around to putting the vials in, it wouldn't be too overcrowded and I could get all the ones I really wanted in there. While I'm marking those out, now would be a good time to ask for your help in growing my channel. Please take a second to smash that like button. It really does mean a lot to me and it helps get the algorithm to push my content out to more people. If you aren't already a subscriber, well, what the heck are you doing? You know, we would love to have you and welcome you as a new member to the Killer family. Once nearly everything was marked out, I began to remove the plugs with my X-Acto knife and a pair of needle nose pliers. This created a nice little hole for the vials to be nestled in, safe and protected, like a baby in his mother's arms. And then I continue to repeat this process until all of the holes for all of the vials have been cut, test fitting each vial to make sure the holes are perfect. And while I do that over and over again, I thought that I would relay the story of the Poisoner's Kit to you. The party of adventurers sits crowded into the ale room of the Gleaming Chalice. They have been drawn to the promise of a reward and to hear the innkeeper's story of loss and woe. The innkeeper's story is a sad tale indeed. It regards his wife. She fell in with a new religion, the Temple of the Rat, that had started to gain followers in the town. She had begun spending more and more time away from the family, and they had begun to fight about how much she was missing and spending all of her time at the church. Now, she stopped coming home at all, and the innkeeper is desperate to break his wife free of this cultish group that she's fallen into. Begging for help, the innkeeper offers up 20 gold pieces as a reward and free lodging for life to any persons who will bring his wife home. The party agrees to take on the job, and after discussing a few details, exits the inn. As they walk from the inn, the party hears a scratching sound from across the street, followed by a whispered curse and a thud as if something had fallen. As the party rounds the corner of the building across the street, they catch a glimpse of a shadow scurrying away down the street. Try as they might, the party is unable to catch up with the shadow, and they decide to go back and investigate the building that the shadow had fallen from. And lucky for them that they did go back. Upon inspecting the ground where the shadow had fallen, the party finds a small sapphire case. It has 15 vials inside, most with skulls on them. What clues does it hold? Who was the shadow? And what were they watching? Well, that's all I got for you on this episode. I hope you've been entertained, and we'll see you in the next video.